Hi guys, welcome to another Barb Stamps video. In this video, I'm going to show you how to create this fun, interactive, fun fold card as a kickoff to the release of my Come Sail Away or Sailing Home online class. Now, this particular card is not part of my online class. All the cards in my online class are exclusive to the class, and I do not share them anywhere else. Now, you can get the class two ways. You can purchase it from me for $20. The class includes 9 different cards, and each card has video and a tutorial for it. It's all online. I email you the information after you make your payment. Now, if you want the class for free, there's a couple ways you can get it. You can join my team of demonstrators. Right now in July, we have the extra promotion. You get $155 of product for $99 in your kit. And then you can join my team and you can get all my online classes for free. Or, like I said, you can pay $20 and get the class for free. Or you can purchase my special bundle of products, which is the Sailing Home Stamp Set, the Smooth Sailing Dies, the 12 by 12 pack of the Come Sail Away Designer Series paper. These are the patterns. It includes the Sail Away trinkets, the anchors, and the Fun Ships wheels. And then the twine, the Sahara Sand Night of Navy twine, and the High Seas 3D folder. If you purchase my special bundle of products, I will give you the class for free. So there's a couple ways you can do it. You can go to my blog, barbstamps.com, check out all the information under online classes, or just shoot me an email, barb@barbstamps.com, and let me know you want to buy the bundle. I'll send you the PayPal invoice. And then when you pay that, I'll order the products, have them sent to you, and send you the class for free. So this is the card we're going to make. This is not in my online class. Again, all my cards in that class are exclusive to the class. So let's get started with this fun card. All right, here are the supplies that I'm going to use to create this card. Along with the Sailing Home stamp set, I am also incorporating the Itty Bitty Birthday stamp set into this project because I do need a card for my dad. His birthday's coming up, and I think he'll really find this interactive fun fold fun. So we're going to be using those 2 stamp sets. I've got my classic label punch, a couple of ink pads, Night of Navy, and Seaside Spray, which is one of our brand new in colors, various stamps from the 2 sets, and then here is all my papers. I have some scraps on the bottom here for some cutting and stamping and punching and embossing. So we will do those in a second. So we're going to start out with an 8.5 by 5.5 piece of Night of Navy cardstock. I'm going to move some things out of the way so I have a little more room here. Okay, and so it's 8.5 by 5.5. I folded it in half, burnished it with my bone folder, and then I folded the front flap back, meeting it up with the fold line there and burnishing it with the bone folder. So this is what we have, okay? I also have a 1 7/8 by 5 1/4 inch piece, 1 7/8 by 5 1/4 inch piece of white, a 3 3/4 by 4 inch piece of the Sailboat Designer Series paper, and a 1.5 by 4 inch piece of Whisper White for the bottom. Then I've got an 8.5 by 1 1/4 inch strip of the Seaside Spray that I'm going to run through the High Seas 3D embossing folder, and then the scraps. So the first thing I want to do is fold this strip in half. Okay. So it's basically just like the card, the same measurements, and then we're going to fold one side back. Okay, so we have basically done the exact same thing with this little strip as we did with the card. Then I'm going to take this piece and I'm going to run it through my High Seas folder, and I'm going to do it in 2 passes. So I am going to put it in so that my fold line right here is at the edge of the pattern on the folder. So I'm going to line that up. I'm going to close it. I'm going to run it through. And my sandwich, since I have a Big Shot machine, is my Big Shot platform, the die with the paper, and then it's Stampin' Up's brand new embossing plate. They've designed this plate because our new 3D embossing folders are a little thinner than our old style ones, and so this plate is a little thicker to make up the difference. So if you have a Big Shot machine and you're purchasing any of the new 3D folders from our new catalog, doesn't matter if it's an old style converted into the new design, you do need this plate, or you'll need a bunch of shims of cardstock to make that work. So I'm going to run to my Big Shot. I'm going to do this. I am also, while I'm over there, going to get myself some stamped images and some sailboats. I'm going to stamp my small sailboat in Night of Navy. Whoops, that was a terrible design. Terrible stamping. And then we've got, you can see I dropped my stamp when I was making the card earlier today to see how it was going to work out. I dropped my stamp, so that was pretty helpful. Okay, so I've got 2 sailboats I'm going to die cut. I've got my strip that I'm going to emboss with my High Seas folder. And then I'm going to take all 3 of these pieces. I have the Seaside Spray, Night of Navy, and the vellum cardstock, and I'm going to give myself a piece of seaweed out of each of those. So let me run to my machine, get all this work done, and I'll be right back. All right, so here are my 3 seaweed pieces and my 2 sailboats. And while I was over there, I forgot to mention this, I also die cut a number 3 rectangle stitched die from Whisper White, and I have my dies numbered. There's a set of 8 here that are basically the same shape, and so I have those numbered from 1 to 8. And then this is a little bit longer, skinnier rectangle, and I have those A, B, C, and D. And then this is a little guy all by himself. He doesn't need to be numbered. So at the bottom of this piece here, I'm going to stamp Happy Birthday in Night of Navy. So we'll ink that up. Okay. I'm going to stamp Time to Celebrate in Seaside Spray on a scrap of white. I'll just do it at the end here. And then on this piece here, we're going to stamp Cheers to You in the Seaside Spray. And then the It's Your Day, we're going to do in the navy, like that. Okay, so this piece here, I am going to snip out with my classic label punch. And I want the edge of my exclamation point to be as far to the right as I can get it without cutting it off. So I have that. All right, I think that we are ready for some assembly here. I do want to stamp some of the seagulls. So let me sort of eyeball where I'm going to have my sailboats on here. And then maybe I can get a few seagulls in the background. So we'll stamp a couple here maybe. Oh, don't have any fingernails to pick up these pieces of paper. And maybe we'll have a couple come out from the side over here too. So we'll just double stamp it. I think my sailboat's going to cover it up, so it's going to be fine. There we go. Okay, so starting assembly. Here we go. We're going to take this piece of the Designer Series paper. Again, this measures 3 3/4 by 4. And we're going to add that up here on the inside panel. Okay, and then our Happy Birthday sentiment piece, which is 1 1/2 by 4. It's going to kind of butt right up against that. There we go. Our layer of white is going to go on this inside section. And this is where you can write a little message. And my dad, he's a man of kind of few words. So, I mean, I'm not going to say much more than, you know, have a happy birthday, Dad. I love you. All right. And then our Designer Series paper piece. Oops. We're going to put on the front panel here like that. And then we can bring in our embossed piece. And so we're going to put this one on back the opposite of how the card is folded. So the card has the 2 smaller sections over here. Well, we're going to put the 2 smaller sections on this side instead. Okay. And then we'll just get that kind of fun fold there. So I'm going to glue this piece here, this little section. And then only like half of this section, because the rest of it you want to be like free. Okay, so we're going to start out by covering the seam in the 2 papers here. And then we'll just bring this over and press it into place. So there we have it. So it's nice and flat. And I have a tiny bit of excess. We will just cut that off. Okay, so we have that. So now we're going to go ahead and add the seaweed pieces. I'm just going to add a little bit of glue kind of down here towards the bottom of each of the pieces of seaweed. And I'm just going to get them together. There we go. And then our last piece. And I think with this one, I'm going to cut some of it off. I don't need it to be quite so long. Just so, and maybe I'll flip it over. There we go. Just to give it a little bit different look there. Okay. And then we have our panel here that we're going to glue on. So I'm just going to kind of throw glue down the center of this because I don't want it to be, you know, outside of the area. And then we'll just center this over the strip. About like that. Go ahead and add the one sailboat. And again, remember, we're going to kind of cover up some of these birds. And then this one I'm going to pop up with a dimensional. Here's a little strip of dimensionals here that we can use. Oops, sometimes my nails or non-nails. And I'm going to set this kind of over to the side a little bit, I think. Our Time to Celebrate strip, I'm going to cut that off. And we're going to add that right up here at the top. So we've just got birthday greetings galore on this card. I think he's really going to like it. And then the last thing I wanted to do was add one of these fun little trinkets that we have. I thought this little ship's wheel would be fun. And I'm going to do that with a glue dot. And I like to roll the glue dot up so it's kind of like in a tube shape. And then I just press it onto the back there. And I think we'll just kind of have it come out the bottom here like this. And then I thought what I would do with the twine. So here's the twine, and it's made up of basically there's three strands that each have 3 strands. So if you kind of untwist this a little bit, you can pull the individual strands out. So I'm wanting to pull the Night of Navy strand out, okay? So there you go. And then you can see that it's also made up of 3 or 4 more little strands. Okay. So I just thought I would take a couple of these, and I've already got some kind of long ones. So I've got 2 of those sections. And I love how it's kind of crinkly. I think that's really cool. So I'm just going to tie it into a knot. And then I thought I would just add the knot. Whoops, cut that off. Add the knot to the ship's wheel. So I'm going to roll up another glue dot because it's kind of big. We're going to add it to the knot here. And then I'm just going to set that right in the center of that little ship's wheel there. And then we can trim off the excess here. Well, this is giving me some fits. Oh, for heaven's sake, stop it. There we go. All right. So I would appreciate it if you give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video. Of course, you can subscribe to my channel right down here and be notified when I upload new videos, which I do have a few more coming. And here is our finished card. I really know he's going to love this. So thank you so much for watching. You can place your orders at shoppingwithbarb.com. I always offer free gifts with purchase. And check this out. It stands up on a desk. It folds flat for mailing. There's just nothing wrong with this fun, interactive, fun fold card. So thanks so much, you guys, for watching, and have a great day.